Hey, today we're going to talk about how you can sell your house faster and for the most amount of money by following these tips to get your house ready for the sale. I'm Melanie with Century 21 Elite in Shreveport, Louisiana, and I do videos about living in Louisiana and the Shreveport-Bossier real estate market, including videos offering tips to buyers and sellers that apply pretty much no matter where you live. So if this interests you, then make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon so you get notified of my new videos. An important element to getting your house ready to sell begins with you before it ever hits the market. So I'm going to give you some ideas of what you can do to help your house stand out above your competition so that yours has the best chance of selling faster and for the most amount of money. I've got a download for you, 7 tips to a fast sale. It's yours free. Just click the link in the description below. So let's dive right into the tips to get your house ready for sale. So to start off, we're going to talk about minor repairs. Things like nail holes in the wall, maybe a dripping faucet that you've overlooked for a while, maybe an electrical outlet missing the cover, just small maintenance things. Maybe you got pine needles on your roof or some leaves. We need to get those down. Just little things that you've accidentally overlooked over time. Depending on your situation, you may actually want to hire a home inspector because when you go under contract with the buyer, most times, they are going to hire a home inspector and they're going to go through the home with a fine-tooth comb and they're going to look for anything possible that's in need of repair or updating or something that's not up to code. So instead of waiting for a buyer to bring their home inspector, it's really a great idea if you bring your own home inspector to come out and tell you what's going on with all the details of the house so you can get those taken care of ahead of time so you'll be ahead of the game when you do go under contract with the buyer. Next, we're going to talk about decluttering, downsizing, packing up your stuff. But you're getting ready to move anyway, right? So just go ahead and start that packing. Start packing some of your things away that you don't need on a daily basis. Your kitchen, your bathroom, the countertops, those should all be really cleared out as much as possible. The way that we live in a house and the way that we sell a house are two totally different ways of living. And right now we are in sell mode, right? Because we're selling something, so it needs to look like a product that's on display, similar to a hotel room. You go in there and it's comfortable, it's welcoming, but it's not lived in. Nobody lives there, and you can feel that. This helps the buyer to be able to imagine themselves in the home instead of feeling like they're a guest or that they're invading your personal space. Next, we're going to want to make everything as light and bright as possible. So replace all of your light bulbs and all of your fixtures and lamps. If you have dark window coverings, you're going to want to probably change those out to lighten up the room. And on a side note, when your house is listed for sale and you have some showings going on, you want to make sure that you always have all the lights on for every showing. And probably you're going to want to have your blinds and curtains open as well, depending on the view, but most likely you want to just make it as light and bright as possible. It creates a feeling of a bigger space. All right, now we're coming to something that I love, pets. A lot of us have cats, dogs, or other animals that live with us, sometimes in our homes. And they're a part of our family, but not everybody feels the same way about our pets as we do. So it's important to make sure that we're aware of stains on carpeting or maybe any odor that might be in the home. And sometimes when we live in an environment, we become kind of immune to those odors that are existing. So it's not a bad idea to get a friend, a family member, or your realtor to give you an honest opinion when they come out to the home. Someone else, they're gonna be able to smell that pet odor better than we can because we can't smell it ourselves. We become sort of nose blind to it. Next, we're moving on to the exterior of your home. And this is a really important part of selling your home. The outside of the house is the first thing, the very first thing that someone's going to see about your house when it's listed for sale. So you want to make sure it has fabulous curb appeal. In your entryway, you're going to want to make sure that your welcome mat is in good shape. And if it's not, get a new one. You might need to power wash or paint the exterior if needed. It just really needs to look clean. The front entry light bulbs need to be working in order to light up that area and take care of the lawn, bushes, shrubs. Make everything neat and clean and manicured. Give it that look that says, I have been taken care of. And keep it that way until after the closing on the sale. Lastly, this isn't really so much about the house, but when you are ready to sell, make sure that you hire a realtor that is really invested and interested in actually selling your house and not just listing it. Talk to and research the real estate agents that you might hire so that you look out for things, making sure that they're using professional photographers for the pictures, not their camera phone. Statistics show that pictures are the most important aspect of an online listing for sale. So you also want to know that the agent has a marketing plan. They're not just going to list it and then walk away and find another house to list. Are they going to do a video tour? Are they going to put it on Facebook and Instagram ads? Are they going to upload it to Zillow? Are they going to upload it to YouTube? Video is really essential in today's market. One last thing about your search for a real estate agent. According to the National Association of Realtors, lack of communication is the number one issue that people complain about with their agent. So make sure that you're working with or going to hire someone who's going to communicate with you the way that you want to be communicated with. One of the ways that you can do that is checking reviews. If you enjoyed the video, stick around for the next one. You probably have to click it. If you want my assistance with buying or selling a house or both, I'd be happy to have a conversation with you and see how I can help you. That's it for now. I'll see you next time.